I get a call from my sister Tony at 5:30 on Monday. Where's Dad's ashes, right? Where's Dad's ashes? I'm like, Tony, why are you calling me? Because, well, the funeral was supposed to let me know. I'm like, well, call them tomorrow. They'll let you know because I don't have any super information inside. So I don't hear anything from her until Wednesday night at 5:30. Now, most funeral homes in the valley close somewhere between 5 and 6, somewhere in there. This funeral home was closed. Hey, Alan, where's Dad's flag? I'm like, Tony, why are you asking me where Dad's? Well, the funeral home is supposed to stop right there. You and Aunt Karen did not want the funeral home to do the coordination with the National Cemetery. You guys wanted to handle it all yourself. Sister's getting hysterical on the phone. Like, Tony, relax. I'll get it. So everybody know where Avondale is? So Avondale, do you know where Avondale is? Avondale from here is probably, 80 miles that way, maybe, right? Something like that. So I'm in Avondale. I call the funeral home because I know the funeral director, say, I need to get a flag. Can we do a switch out? He's like, yeah, but I can't get there till 9 o'clock. Okay. I'm there at 9 o'clock on Thursday morning. I'm getting the flag, and now I've got to get from Avondale to the National Cemetery by 10 a.m. on a Thursday, and it's still rush hour, right? Now, fortunately, I made it, and I did not get a little pink invitation to Superior Court where they give you a fine and not even a keychain, right? Okay, so we have the service. My aunt shows up promptly at 10:25. She missed everything. The reason we always recommend that you use the funeral home to do the coordination is, number one, the ashes or your body will get there, okay? And you'll know it. Number two, the flag will get there. Number three, the proper honor guard will be there. But most importantly, the family will know when to be there, because that is the most important thing. Yes, sir.
Okay, does your disability rating have anything?
Excellent question. If you are 100% disabled, service related, you will get a benefit check higher than a standard veteran, okay? But that comes way after the funeral, okay? And not only will you have to fill that paperwork out, you'll have to fill the other paperwork out. Send all the documentation to the VA, and sooner or later you'll get a check. I can't tell you when, but that check's not available at the time of death. Only for 100%. Anything less than that, no. So like my dad being a Pearl Harbor survivor, we just got the death benefit check. Any of this making sense so far? So has anyone here had a close friend or a loved one that's died before? Who would that be? Your parents. You don't mind talking about them, do you? Yeah. Everybody, right? You're the only. Well, he's got you.
He's got me, yeah.
You got kids, right? Okay. Now, so let me ask you this. If your wife died today, what would be the first thing that you would do?
Arrange for a funeral, I guess.
You guess. Okay.
Yeah.
What funeral home would you use?
Question.
Yeah. How would you find a funeral home?
No, Google it, I guess.
And then you'd have to sit with the funeral director. The funeral director is going to begin to ask some of those 68 questions. He's going to say, what kind of service do you want to have for your wife?
Would your spouse, if you're 100% disabled, get anything for you? Or is it? No?
You just get the benefit check after the funeral.
So with the burial and interment doesn't cover, only if she's service related.
So the benefit check is only for the veteran, not the spouse. If you died, your wife would get the check. If she dies, you're not getting a check.
If her death, my benefits would not cover her.
Yes, they will. Yeah, the spouse can be interred in a national cemetery at no cost, none whatsoever. But as veterans, we are responsible for everything outside of the cemetery. So we are responsible for any and all services that a funeral home provides. Doesn't matter if it's cremation, doesn't matter if it's traditional burial. We still have to pay for that. And there's nothing worse than somebody dying. The spouse is like, oh, my husband or my wife's a veteran, by the way, so, right? Oh, my wife or my husband was a veteran. They walk into the funeral home with the DD-214, and hey, we're looking forward to getting this all taken care of. And then the funeral director says, well, I need $6,000. Wait a minute, the VA is supposed to cover everything. I'm a veteran. I've been told the government's going to pay for my burial. We're all told that, right? They do pay for the burial. They don't pay for anything outside the burial. When you're interred in a national cemetery, traditional burial will save your family about $11,500. Now, many civilian cemeteries or private cemeteries will have a veteran section. So a veteran section, you'll get $789 that can go towards that to be buried in a veterans private cemetery section. That is not a government, it's not a federal, and it's not a state